Man, this movie. A bit of context, I was never a Dragon Ball fan. I actually never finished the OG series. Come to think of it, I never finished Z either. I finished Kai, basically a highly condensed version of Dragon Ball Z, but that was after I watched this film. So I went into this movie with no expectations, and yet I still freaking hated it. The weird thing is, Evolution came out around the same time as The Legend of Chun-li and The King of Fighters. I am a fan of both game series, and all three movies are around the same level of quality, yet somehow, Dragon Ball Evolution pisses me off way more than the other two. Why is that? Well, I never asked myself that question until today. I guess I just don't want to bring up that memory. But since Street Fighter and Dragon Ball are on my mind lately, I guess it's time for me to answer that question. So, here are a few guesses. Reason number 1, every character pisses me off. Watching Chun-li and KOF is like chewing on cardboard. Almost every character is playing it straight, and everyone is as bland as paper. Watching Evolution, however, is like snorting rusty nails. Irritating.
Irresistible!
Almost no one is likable in this movie. Goku infamously got turned into an angsty teen, always horny, perpetually constipated. Chi-Chi is your stereotypical sexy Asian girl, exists only to reward male character.
Every time you light a torch, you get to take one step closer to me.
Like, what did you see in this man? Bulma tries really hard to be this cool and edgy spy girl. It would be cool if she's actually badass, but all she got is this cartoonish toy commercial action scene, so she's not self-aware enough to be funny, and not cool enough to be badass. Actually, all of the action scenes in this movie looks cartoonish, yet has none of the humor you'd expect. At least most action scenes in KOF and Chun-li are taken seriously, even though they probably shouldn't. Yamcha is... I honestly don't remember a thing about Yamcha. Typical Yamcha. The only character I can somewhat tolerate is Muten Roshi, played by Chow Yun-fat, who, even in a terrible movie, can often be entertaining, one way or another. Piccolo, played by James Master, is pretty well acted given the source material. It's just that the source material is so bad. Reason number 2, literally nothing looks like Dragon Ball. At least Legend of Chun-li has a Chinese setting and King of Fighters has a fighting tournament. It's not enough to satisfy the fans, obviously, but it still fulfills the basic expectations to the bare minimum. It makes sense, at least to a non-fan. But with Dragon Ball Evolution, everything is so stock and cliché, even I, as a non-fan, could tell it has nothing to do with Dragon Ball. It doesn't even look anime. By that point in my life, I already saw the crappy Fist of the North Star movie and that surprisingly decent Guyver movie. Those movies have the over-the-top energy and the creative world building the anime is known for. Evolution is supposed to set in the future, yet you can hardly tell. It's one of those grounded sci-fi settings you see in Black Mirror, with generic city streets. Yeah, that's the kind of environment where this kind of costume would fit right in, right? Reason number 3, expectations. I know Street Fighter and I know King of Fighters. They have colorful characters, but the stories are bare-bone at best, stupid at worst. That's just the nature of the medium. Fighting games aren't known for complex stories. But Dragon Ball? The anime inspired by Journey to the West? Even my mom heard the name Dragon Ball before. Its influence on shonen anime is known to fans and non-fans. With something so rich with stories and characters, it shouldn't be as bad as those fighting game movies. Half the work is already done for you. Ultimately, as far as I know, Dragon Ball Evolution is a failure due to circumstances. There were legit ambitions behind the project to make it as good as the likes of Hellboy. But due to the impending writer's skill strike, the movie was rushed. It went from a $130 million blockbuster to a $30 million film. Everyone in this project had a terrible experience, so I can't really blame the creative staff for this movie. It's the terrible management that should be blamed, which is a rare situation. So I guess this is our silver lining, that there likely won't be another film this awful anytime soon. Oh wait. Ah, f***.